People love to hike and climb mountains to get to the very top. Why? Because being on top of a mountain is one of the best views you can see and one of the best feelings you can have. But is it easy? No, it is not. It's hard to get to the top of a mountain. There are challenges and obstacles and setbacks to overcome. But when you have the destination in mind and you're climbing with the right people, no challenge or difficulty is too great. The destination is worth the struggle. Today, we're talking about living a life of great adventure with Jesus, with all of its blessings and with all of its challenges. And to help us, I'm taking you on an adventure to Snow Hill Cave. You heard it here, folks. Today's adventure, we're going underground. Turn in your Bibles to Acts chapter 27 and get ready to discover that an eternity with God is worth a lifetime of sacrifice for Him and for others. I'm Joel, and this is Explore the Bible on Location. Let's do this. We are here at Snow Hill Cave. We're on an adventure. Why? Because today we're talking about how living life with Jesus is a great adventure, all for the glory of God. And no one knows more about that than the Apostle Paul. That's cool. Acts chapters 27 and 28 record one final journey that Paul took from Jerusalem all the way to Rome. Sounds great, doesn't it? Wouldn't you want to visit Jerusalem and then sail on a boat to Rome? Well, it wasn't great. In fact, it was one of the hardest journeys Paul ever had. It started with Paul being beaten and falsely accused of a crime in Jerusalem. Then he was imprisoned in Caesarea for a while, and then he was sent to Rome on a boat. But the boat was caught in a windstorm and lost at sea. The crew went almost 2 weeks without eating food, and the boat crashed onto an island where Paul was bitten by a poisonous snake. Can you believe all this? But don't worry, God was with Paul and took care of him. And finally, Paul made it to Rome, free at last. Well, not really. Paul ended up being put under house arrest for 2 whole years. This is awesome. Paul endured a lot of difficulties for the sake of the gospel. But that's okay, because God was with him every step of the way. God helped Paul tell others about Jesus. Paul used all those difficulties as opportunities to tell people about the God he served. Oh, that's awesome. Whew. I need to take a break. I am thirsty. Adventures can be so much fun, but they can also be really tiring and challenging sometimes. And that's a lot like following Jesus. And also, I just thought of a joke. How does a human become a baseball in a cave? They get hit by a bat. I'm sorry. Remember what I was saying earlier about climbing mountains? A huge part of enjoying the journey is about who you climb with. It really doesn't matter how hard the journey is, as long as you're climbing with the right people. Well, God was always with Paul, enabling him to boldly share the gospel with others. Even when Paul was in Corinth and there were people who wanted to hurt him, Jesus told him not to worry. Why? Because Jesus promised to be with Paul every step of the way. Oh man, this is awesome up here. Remember, kids, whether you're on a boat or in a cave or going through a hard school day, God is with you every step of the way. Hey, you know what? That kind of sounds like a song. You guys want to sing? I do. I'll sing the first part and then you join in. Whether you're on a boat or in a cave or going through a hard school day, God is with you every step of the way. Let's sing. Whether you're on a boat or in a cave or going through a hard school day, God is with you every step of the way. Whether you're in your home all alone or going to Spain on a big airplane, God is with you every step of the way. God is with you every step of the way. That was a great song. And I think I'm stuck. Is there a ranger in here? Hello? This cave is unbelievable. I have loved going on an adventure with you guys today. But remember, the greatest adventure of all is a life lived for Jesus. Is it going to be tough sometimes? Yes, it's going to be tough a lot of times. But remember, a life of serving God and an eternal relationship with God are worth every sacrifice. Not to mention that God is with you every step of the way. Hey. That's an amazing song. Not to mention, that is what we discover when we dig into the book of Acts. I'm Joel, and this is Explore the Bible on Location. Getting hit by a bat, that is pretty funny.